For centuries, European powers colonized much of Africa. They took control of the land and resources, exploiting African people for labor. This period was marked by violence, oppression, and injustice. The impact of colonialism continues to shape Africa today, affecting its social, economic, and political systems. Colonialism has left a deep scar on the continent, creating lasting inequalities and conflicts. Understanding the legacy of colonialism is crucial. It helps us grasp the challenges facing Africa today and highlights the need for justice and reparations. The end of direct colonial rule did not erase its legacy. Many African nations gained independence in the mid-20th century. However, the systems and structures established during colonialism remained, leading to ongoing struggles for equality and self-determination. One of the most pervasive legacies of colonialism is systemic racism. European powers enforced racial hierarchies during their rule, considering themselves superior to Africans. This ideology justified their exploitation and oppression of African people. Unfortunately, this racist ideology did not disappear with independence. It continues to permeate many aspects of society, manifesting in discrimination, prejudice, and unequal opportunities. Systemic racism affects access to education, healthcare, and justice. Systemic racism is a global issue, affecting people of African descent worldwide. It serves as a reminder of the enduring impact of colonialism and the need for systemic change. Colonialism had a devastating impact on African economies. European powers extracted vast amounts of wealth from the continent, plundering resources and exploiting labor. This left African nations impoverished and dependent. Colonial economic policies favored European interests, establishing systems that benefited the colonizers at the expense of the colonized. This created lasting economic inequalities that persist today. African countries continue to struggle with poverty, underdevelopment, and debt. The economic legacy of colonialism is a major obstacle to progress and development. Colonial powers drew arbitrary borders across Africa, dividing communities and ignoring existing ethnic and cultural boundaries. This has led to numerous conflicts over land, resources, and power. The competition for scarce resources is exacerbated by climate change, with droughts, floods, and land degradation increasing tensions and fueling conflicts. Many of these conflicts have roots in the colonial division of land and resources. Addressing resource conflicts requires acknowledging the colonial legacy. It also demands fair and equitable resource management policies that benefit all communities. Southern Tanzania provides a stark example of colonialism's enduring impact. The Maji Rebellion of 1905 to 1907 was a major uprising against German colonial rule. It was brutally suppressed, resulting in widespread death and displacement. The legacy of German colonialism continues to affect southern Tanzania today. Land alienation, resource conflicts, and economic marginalization are ongoing challenges. The Maji Rebellion serves as a reminder of the resistance against colonial oppression. Efforts are underway to address the historical injustices of colonialism in southern Tanzania. This includes land restitution, economic empowerment programs, and reconciliation initiatives. Section 6. Namibia and Mauritius, unresolved grievances. Namibia and Mauritius offer further examples of unresolved colonial legacies. In Namibia, the genocide committed by German colonial forces in the early 20th century remains a source of tension. Demands for reparations and a formal apology from Germany are ongoing. Mauritius faces a dispute with the United Kingdom over the Chagos Islands. The UK forcibly removed the Chagosian people from their homeland in the 1960s and 70s to make way for a US military base. The Chagosians continue to fight for their right to return. These cases highlight the ongoing struggle for justice and recognition faced by many former colonies. They demonstrate that the legacy of colonialism is not confined to the past, but continues to shape the present. Section 7. The Call for Justice, Reparations and Reconciliation. The enduring legacy of colonialism has led to growing calls for justice and reparations. Reparations involve acknowledging the harm caused by colonialism and taking concrete steps to address its consequences. Reparations can take various forms, including financial compensation, the return of stolen land and artifacts, and formal apologies. They aim to provide redress for past injustices and create a more equitable future. The movement for reparations is gaining momentum globally. It is supported by activists, academics, and policymakers who recognize the need to confront the legacies of colonialism. Section 8, Global and Regional Initiatives, Steps Towards Accountability. International and regional organizations are increasingly acknowledging the need to address colonial legacies. The African Union has designated 2025 as the Year for Justice for Africa through reparations. The United Nations has also called for reparations to address historical injustices. Several European countries are grappling with their colonial pasts and considering reparations for former colonies. These initiatives represent important steps towards accountability and justice. They demonstrate a growing awareness of the need to confront the legacies of colonialism and create a more equitable world. Section 9. Conclusion: Confronting the Past, Shaping the Future. The legacy of European colonialism in Africa is profound and enduring. It continues to shape the continent's social, economic, and political landscape. Systemic racism, economic inequalities, and resource conflicts are just a few of the challenges rooted in colonialism. Addressing these challenges requires acknowledging the injustices of the past and taking concrete steps towards reparation and reconciliation. The growing movement for reparations and the initiatives by international and regional organizations offer hope for a more just and equitable future. Confronting the legacy of colonialism is not only about righting past wrongs. It is about creating a better future for all. It is about building a world where the injustices of the past are not repeated and where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.